Hey everybody, it's Jeff from New York, and this is the Nu Yawk 2025 year-end review. It was a very busy year, and the channel grew with regards to subscribers and video content, and well, it all started off with the review of all the happy hours in town, not only the hotels and casinos, but also the happy hours in the bars and lounges around town as well. Of course, happy hour menus are constantly changing, and it's been about a year since I did these happy hour reviews, so I think it's going to be at the top of the list of things to do for 2026 to do some homework and find out all the happy hour specials, again, not only in the hotels and casinos, but around the bars and lounges around town as well. Earlier in the year, I also visited Niagara Falls, and that was a really nice trip. I was on both the American side and the Canadian side, gave you guys a tour of the falls as well as the hotel and casino I was at in Clifton Park over on the Canadian side. And it was a great trip. It was, I think, a 4-day trip, and I got a lot of videos out of it, and those were all at the beginning of the year. Then earlier in the year, I covered all the restaurants in the hotels and casinos along the Las Vegas Strip. Now, many of you may have noticed that I didn't do too much traveling this past year, simply because, well, my parents are elderly and there were health issues in the family, and one thing led to another, and travel was pretty much written off this year. But I do promise in the near future to do a lot more traveling outside of Atlantic City. But of course, Atlantic City kept me busy all year. By the way, my videos never go away, so if you see something you like in this year-end review, the videos are still there if you want to check them out. 2025 was also the year that I visited Nashville, something I always wanted to do, and this was the year I did it. Spent about 4 or 5 days there, visited lots of places, all the honky-tonks and the restaurants. Speaking of restaurants, the Jersey Jeff Eats channel will have its own year-end review, and the Nashville restaurants will be covered there as well. We visited the Country Music Hall of Fame. Just so much to see and do in Nashville. As a matter of fact, I still have a lot of videos that I didn't show you guys from Nashville. And I hate to waste good videos, so sometime during the year, here and there, I'll disperse some Nashville videos in between everything else I'm showing during 2026. Hey guys, don't forget, if you're digging the videos here on the Nu Yawk channel, why not subscribe if you haven't done so already? Give this video a thumbs up and share it on your social media. If you'd like to support the Nu Yawk channel, then just click on that super thanks button right underneath the video you're watching. Doing so not only helps support the channel, but it'll get you a shout out on a future Nu Yawk video. And if you'd like to become a member, membership has its benefits, including exclusive videos. I'll leave a link in the upper right hand corner of this video right now so you can become a member. Thanks for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it. And a shout out, by the way, to Carol Tayich, I hope I pronounced that last name correctly, who left a super thanks on my last Atlantic City video, Christmas winner. That's the Christmas contest we had here. Thanks so much for your support, Carol. I really do appreciate it. 2025 was the year I introduced the monthly events videos in Atlantic City, and well, these videos proved to be very labor intensive. As a matter of fact, they took over 2 weeks to not only get the homework done and the materials ready, but to edit as well. The format of these videos are going to change in the coming year, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I do have some ideas in mind, such as a live stream or something like that, where I'll cover all the monthly events going on in AC. But as far as the way they used to be done in 2025, that's coming to an end. But of course, I will cover the events in one form or another coming into 2026, so stay tuned for that. The St. Patrick's Day Parade here in Atlantic City on the Atlantic City Boardwalk is a yearly event, and something that I like to cover yearly, and I've done so in the past several years, and hopefully I will continue to do so. Not only do I cover the parade on the boardwalk, but also the after parties and all the bars, not only in the hotels and casinos, but inside Atlantic City as well. Back in the spring, I went to visit the Atlantic City Convention Center for the 2025 Beer and Music Festival. I had a great time checking out all the beer vendors and had quite a few tiny little mugs of beer, and really enjoyed the music and had a nice lunch as well. This year's Beer and Music Festival this spring will be the last one in Atlantic City for I don't know how long. Also this spring, the Atlantic City Aquarium finally opened after many delays. I was one of the first ones to show it to you guys. During my visit, they explained to me that only half the aquariums were filled and that they would all be filled within a month or two. I haven't gone back since. They were also charging half-price tickets at that point. With the beginning of summer finally arriving, on Memorial Day weekend I headed on over to Resort's Memorial Day Beach Ball drop right in front of the building on the boardwalk. The place was mobbed and it was one of many events going on the boardwalk in front of Resorts all summer long. And I took you guys to all of them. Also in the beginning of the summer, I took you guys on a tour of a beautiful townhouse on the northern end of the Atlantic City boardwalk. I've been asked several times by several local owners, owners of townhouses, condos, and B&Bs, would you like to see more of these tours? Let me know. Again, I've been asked, I haven't done any more, but if you'd like to see more, I'll do them. I think you guys are more interested in the hotels and casinos than the private B&Bs. But I could be wrong. Again, leave a comment below. During the summer, I also took you guys to see the Magic Comedy Hour featuring Joe Holiday. Joe and I have become good friends since then, and he's moving on. His show is moving outside the Wyndham. That's where it currently is. Wyndham is up for sale. I told you guys about that a while back ago. Joe has made other plans or is in the process of making other plans, and as soon as those plans are firmed up, I'll give you guys the details. In any event, it was a great show and I had a great time. Check that video out. I've also been invited to some comedy club shows, so hopefully I'll bring those to you in 2026. Also this summer, I was invited over to Hammer and Nails, a men's grooming, manicure, pedicure, hair cutting type place. The manager, Andre, took us on a tour. I had a great time. I had my first manicure and pedicure, at least professional ones. The massage was great. They massaged your feet and your hands, and they also do a lot of haircuts and beard trimmings and things like that. I think they have since moved on, I'm not sure, but I had a great time while I was there. Jennifer Sparks and I have known each other for quite a while, but this summer was the first time we did a collaboration. I have to say, as far as Atlantic City vlogging is concerned, Jennifer and I are the best, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back and say that, and you guys have said that as well. We both have a love for Atlantic City, and that comes through on all of our videos. And while we both cover this beautiful city on our channels, we both have a unique style, and I think that makes for a great synergy between the two of us. We touch base quite often, and I just told her about a week or two ago that we're going to make 2026 a big collaboration year for the Jennifer Sparks channel and the Nu Yawk Channel. There's so much to see and do here in Atlantic City, and I'm looking forward to doing it with Jennifer, so stay tuned for that, 2026 on both our channels. And hey look, we ran into Andre from Hammer and Nails. I'm always running into him. This is Big Sal, the Big Cheese, over at the Tennessee Avenue Beer Hall and Isabella Pizzeria. Sal and I got to know each other over the summer, and he gave me a behind-the-scenes tour of both the beer hall and the pizzeria. I'm always looking to do some collaborations, not only with Jennifer Sparks, but with local business owners as well. I never ask for anything in return. It's good for their business as far as publicity, it's good for the channel as far as content, and it's good for you guys as far as entertainment. If you are a local business owner, I leave my email address at the end of every video now if you'd like me to check out your place. And again, I never ask for anything in return, although full disclosure, Sal did offer me some delicious pizza from Isabella's and fantastic mac and cheese over at the Tennessee Beer Hall. This year I also took you on a drive, twice as a matter of fact, around different areas of Atlantic City. It's been a while since I've done it. I think it was this past summer. So I'm probably going to do one again this winter in 2026. I didn't know if these videos would take off, but they became popular, so I'm probably going to do some more in the future. Of course, it wouldn't be a summer in Atlantic City without the Atlantic City Air Show. This year's show was scaled down. There were no Thunderbirds, and the reason for that, there's lots of rumors that were flying around the internet, but the real reason for that is Thunderbirds only want to fly during the weekend shows, and the Atlantic City Air Show is during the week. During the weekend, the hotels and casinos are sold out anyway, so Atlantic City wanted during the week, which attracted a really big crowd during the week. So push came to shove, Atlantic City said during the week only, and the Thunderbird said weekends only, and that's where the show ended up. It was a great show anyway, but like I said, lots of rumors as far as why the show was scaled down, and that's the basic truth. As a matter of fact, further south in Wildwood, they had their own air show, the first one this year, and I was going to try to make it, but I just couldn't make it this summer. I'll probably do it on the the Jersey Shore Jeff channel this coming summer, but they ran into the same problem. They do not want an air show during the weekend, and so they had no Thunderbirds as well. It was a great turnout anyway, and then during the air show I visited the ACX1 studios, who were throwing their own party. Rob, my friend over there, invited me up, and I took you guys along with me. If you enjoy watching my channel, and I know you do, you'd know that the beach is one of my favorite attractions here in Atlantic City, and visiting the beach bars is one of my favorite activities, especially when there's a bikini contest involved. There's always something going on the beach and at the beach bars all summer long. Hey, baby. And as beautiful as the beaches are and as fun as the beach bars are, Mother Nature usually gets her way during the winter and summer season, and 2025 was no exception. There were a couple storms that hit the beaches and the beach bars during this past season, and while the damage wasn't bad, there was some damage done, but Atlantic City's strong, the beach bars went on anyway, damage or no damage. They picked up the pieces, business went on as usual, and eventually repairs are made. 2025 was my first Roper Romp. This is where women and men dress up as Mrs. Roper from Three's Company, and I gotta tell you, I had a great time. I wasn't knowing what to expect once I got there, but these ladies are fantastic, and they don't only show up in Atlantic City, they show up and down the Jersey Shore. Again, I had a great time. Everyone is known as Mrs. Roper, and everyone called me Stanley for the day. Come 2026, I am following these ladies up and down the Jersey Shore, and I'll bring it all to you. The Mrs. Ropers usually start off at one bar, and it's an all-day event into the evening, as a matter of fact, as they crawl from bar to bar down the boardwalk, and along the beach as well. And again, just as a reminder, if you missed any of these videos, they're all available on the channel if you want to catch up with them. As I mentioned earlier in the video, resorts had all kinds of events going on in front of the hotel and casino right on the boardwalk, and midsummer they did a tribute to Jimmy Buffett. They had a Jimmy Buffett tribute band playing on the boardwalk, and right in front of Margaritaville, obviously a Jimmy Buffett property, as well as Landshark Bar, so it was very fitting and everyone had a great time. It also gave me the opportunity to check out Maya, the new Mexican cantina, and then you have some great specialty cocktails as well. That video is available over on the Jersey Jeff Eats channel. Make sure you check out my other two channels, Jersey Jeff Eats as well as the brand new Jersey Shore Jeff. Lots of good content coming to those channels for 2026 as well. Speaking of bands, there were tons of concerts this past summer in front of Boardwalk Hall, the Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall. One of the ones that I caught included the Cowsills, the original Partridge Family. The Partridge Family was actually a story written. It was based on the history of the Cowsills. It was a great concert, many great concerts this past summer, and I brought them to you here on the channel as well. I love watching football, and given the opportunity, there's nothing like watching a great game at a bar somewhere up and down the Jersey Shore, but nothing beats watching a game here in Atlantic City, and my yearly ritual is the Super Bowl video I do every Super Bowl game, where I go from sportsbook to sportsbook all around town during the actual game, and this year was no exception. I brought you that video as well as a video of a football beach tailgate over at Brigantine. That was a nice video. Check that one out. 2025, I also took you guys on a tour of Renault Winery. It's about, I'm going to say 20-25 minutes inland from Atlantic City. It's a beautiful day trip. If you guys get the opportunity, I really suggest you check out that video and then go check it out in person. It's a great afternoon out or a great evening out. Have a little wine, a nice dinner or lunch, and just walk the grounds. It's really beautiful there. I also revisited the show Hook, the Spiegelworld show over at Caesars. They say the show switches itself up every once in a while. It was about 2 years since I've seen it. I saw it once it first opened, and I saw it this summer, and yes, it does change a lot. The show is hardly the show it was 2 years ago, so if you've seen it once, go see it again if it's been a while. As summer led into fall, I checked out a couple of charity events, including a big one over at Vagabond, which is on the near the University District of Atlantic City, and they were having their annual Vagabike event. The event originates, of course, at Vagabond, and the bikers go all over town, mostly on the boardwalk, but there's several spots outside the boardwalk area as well, and it's all for a good cause. It's kind of like a bar crawl, only on bicycles, so that could be fun and dangerous, so you gotta watch out for those bicyclers. But it's all in good fun, and it's all for a good cause. No matter where you looked in town, there were either people on bicycles or bicycles parked in front of bars and restaurants. In the fall, I also stopped by Hard Rock for their annual Tattoo Expo. It was the first time I went to the expo, and I was pleasantly surprised. I really don't know too much about the tattoo community, but they're really friendly people, and I had a great time while I was there. All different kinds of tattoos to see, and work getting done, people asking questions about tattoos, and it was a great evening out. I also stopped by the Save-A-Lot, which is a grocery store on Atlantic Avenue that's undergoing heavy renovations and expansion. Lots of new products now. It's a full-blown grocery store, and it's something Atlantic City's needed for a long time. And of course, at the end of the year, the Nu Yawk Channel becomes a holiday winter wonderland. I spent weeks visiting all the hotels and casinos and lots of restaurants and businesses around town, and places outside Atlantic City as well in the nearby neighboring neighborhoods, and just had a great time, and I love sharing that holiday spirit with you guys. The Nu Yawk Channel had its annual Best Decorated Hotel and Casino, as well as Best Decorated Restaurant and Bar, and congratulations to the Tropicana and the Irish Pub, the two winners this year. The winners, of course, picked by you guys, the Nu Yawk subscribers. And that pretty much wraps up 2025 for the Nu Yawk Channel. Of course, there were lots of other videos, including slot pulls and room tours and casino tours and other videos around Atlantic City. Hope you guys enjoyed this summary, and I'm looking forward to a great 2026. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, share it on your social media, and support the Nu Yawk Channel. I do appreciate your support.